So my dude's Valk here, and today I'm going to be making a tutorial on how I play Eula because everyone seems to be having this idea about Eula that you need ER, that you need her ult up 100% of the time, and I'm going to dispel that right now. The way I play Eula is I play Eula as a window of power unit. She's also super consistent Fizz DPS. I'll show you guys exactly what I mean whenever we get into here. Basically, what a window of power unit is you build them up to one point, and then once they reach that point, you just let them pop off, and Eula is 100% that. So we're going to go ahead, I'm just going to use Eula and Zhongli, Chi-Chi if she gets low, but I'm going to show what you guys what I mean. See here, I'll use one Grim Heart to go ahead and build a stack, and then I'll swap over the Zhongli, and by that time, the Grim Heart's already done, and I can go over to Chi-Chi and proc some healing. And now I can go ahead and do this for max stack, and you can see Child's Page is already done. We haven't ulted. I'm not ulting this video. I'm going to show you guys exactly how fine she is without ult. And if you have C2, this is even more fluid. You guys can see I'm going to repeat the same process all over again. 1-2 stack. Okay, then we go over to Chi-Chi. Let's mark for some healing. 1-2, and then we hold, and then kaboom. And he's basically dead already. And it's going to be this exact same process on repeat all the way until the end. And I play her kind of quick swap with a window of power, like I said. Whenever I use her skill for the hold down for the Fizz Res Shred, whenever I do that, I go ahead and I'm going to, after that, do a bunch of normals, but normally they're dead by then, so I don't really care about it. Well, I'll kind of mess that up with Zhongli's shield, but that gives me a chance to get out of stack, so we're going to do this. And then we're going to hold E with Eula. And we're just going to do normals with just Zhongli's shield up. You can see 14k, 15k because we have the shred up. And because we're just doing so much damage, we can just straight hold E again just for more damage. 14k and he's dead. No ult. Like I said, we're going to do this no ult because people seem to think you need her ult for her to function. You do not. This is why ER is not a big deal on her. ER is not a big deal on her because you need it for the ult. ER is not a big deal on her because you just don't need the ult, period. If you know how to set her up and you know how to build into it. And let me explain another thing real quick. Let me find a volunteer for you guys. I know there's Fatu over here. There's also Geo Vicious we can go to. If you guys don't understand how her stacks works, how to tell how many stacks you have on Eula at the time being, if you guys watch her cape on her back, if you look, whenever you get one stack, you see how you can still see through it. It's still pretty transparent. But then whenever you get two stacks, if you look, it's fully white. It's really hard to see through. It's not transparent at all. It makes it really obvious how many stacks she has. Whenever you have full stacks, it turns into a nuclear bomb because of second passive. Like I said in many of my prediction videos about her, that's exactly in the way I play her. She's a super consistent normal Fizz DPS you do not need to ult with. There's zero need to ult, and I'm going to show it once again by going over to Mr. Wolfie. Alright, now we're going to go against the Wolf, and if you guys are curious about ult rotations, I'll show those here in a little bit, but first things first, we just wait, dodge the first attack, because we were talking. Alright, we're going to do this, swap over to Zhongli, and then we're going to wait for Eula again, do it again, then we go over to Chi-Chi, then we go back to Eula. Notice we're not even using Fischl for all this. And then we do that, and boom, big pop. Do some normals. Let the cooldown go down. Take care of our Fizz Res Shred while we have it up. Cooldown's up. So now we go back to Zhongli. Let Zhongli do that. We go back to Hurt. Then we can go to Fischl. And then we go back. And we now do it again. Never mind, he ran away. But you guys get the idea. Look, she's still doing good damage. She doesn't need the ult. You don't need to use her ult. I've been saying this from the get-go. I've been saying this entire time. There's zero reason to use her ult. Eula plays kind of like quick slot, window of power, or you can use her as just a super consistent Fizz DPS. You don't even need to know. You don't even need to do what I'm doing. I'll show you guys exactly how to use her as a Fizz DPS. We'll bring in Fischl for this next part for the Superconduct, so you guys can get a good idea of what I'm talking about. But yeah, Eula is very, very straightforward to play in my eyes. I think she's pretty simple. It's just a lot of people look at her ult and fixate on her ult, and I think they don't need to do that. And I hear tell of people wanting her buffed, which I think is absolutely ludicrous. Because look at how much shred she does without even ulting, right? That was a 48k passive. She's doing 19k, 20k normals. That was just with Superconduct Fischl. She's an absolute beast. So now I'm going to go back and do child. I'm going to show you guys ult rotation. So we're going to do one more child fight, and then I'm going to call this a video. And hopefully this helps you guys with your builds. If you guys want to run full ER builds and just purely do nothing other than ult with her, by all means do it. You play your game your way. I'm just trying to clear up why I believe it's not necessary. Like, why I think you don't need it. But, like I said, everyone's more than welcome to play the way they want. Then we go ahead and do this, and we get ready to just one-shot. Oh, almost one-shot. Not quite, though. So now we're going to one pop child. If you guys don't know what I mean, you'll find out here in a second. So we're going to go ahead with Zhongli, so we can't get knocked over, right? Pop down the official bird, get all of our setup done. Then we're going to do this. We're going to hit R2 once. We're going to ult, then we're going to hold R2. This is the rotation. And then you're just going to do some normals, build up the sword. And then you're going to swap out. And you're going to deal 326k at C0. That's how Eula works. Eula's very, very, very strong. I could probably got more stacks if she was C6. Probably dealing, I don't know, 600k, something like that. Probably double that. Eula is very, very powerful. And yeah. Anyways, hopefully this taught you guys something. Taught you guys how to play Eula. If you guys didn't know, if you guys are on the fence of playing her or on the fence of summoning her, hopefully this helped you guys out with picking. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this video in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching. As always, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.